Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week number 9 of the Bregex Battle Royale. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelwings, and we are here today taking on Davian and the Vegas Golden D-Nites. This is going to be an incredible matchup, so do not go anywhere. If you guys are excited for today's video, go ahead and show some love on that like button. It goes a long way, and of course, I'm sure at least one of you is new. Feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. If you guys missed last week's battle, we are currently doing well in 2021 as far as draft league goes, and we're going to try to keep it that way today. But we have our work cut out for us, and I think we got just a little spice just to bring in this week to make sure that we've got that and make sure that we keep our streak alive. If you guys are new to the channel, I do hold a team builder beforehand, and I'll have some text floating somewhere on screen in post-production if you guys want to hop right on ahead to the Wi-Fi battle. I always recommend you guys watch the Wi-Fi battle so that way you guys know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it, but or watch the team builder. Watch the Wi-Fi battle. Don't watch the team builder and be like, God, I hope it went well. Watch the team builder if you guys want to know what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. If you want to hop right on ahead of the battle, you certainly can do so. While you're down there looking around for that timestamp, make sure you guys pick up a Detroit Steelwings shirt in the description. Helps keep the lights on around here. We have a very, very tough matchup against us, and Davian is currently 6-2. We are 5-3. So even though like he's been doing really well, we've only had like one match differential, but I'm still kind of, you know, anxious for this matchup. I'm excited for it, and I think we've got our work cut out for us. But like I said, a little bit of spice tossed in there. So all that being said, you guys are going to start to see some teams appear on screen right about now. My opponent has a team that consists of Alakazam, Corviknight, Rotom Wash, Unnovan Darmanitan, Avalugg, Regidrago, Hoenn Linoon, Togetic, Stunfisk, Poliwrath, and Roselia. Oh god, Unnovan Stunfisk. There we go. And I make sure I corrected myself. I know some people are like, why do you always say that? Because I can, Timmy. Some things to note about my opponent's team. One Rocker in Stunfisk, one Spiker and a T-Spiker in Roselia, one Spinner in Avalugg, 3 Defoggers in Corviknight, Rotom Wash, and Togetic, 1 Wisher and 1 Heal Beller in Togetic, and 1 Aromatherapy user in Roselia. Fastest thing on my opponent's team is Alakazam, followed by Linoon, followed by Darmanitan. So we've got interesting speeds here this week. We can't naturally outspeed Alakazam, so we are forced to bring a Scarfer. Something to note about my opponent's team is that they do not have a Dark type as a Psychic resist, which is good. Another thing they do not have is a Ghost type for a Fighting resist, which is also good. So kind of puts us in a pretty good spot this week, as you guys are starting to see. But if I had to expect 6 that my opponent would bring, I would anticipate Alakazam, very fast and hits very hard. I would expect Corviknight. Corviknight acts as a great Grimmsnarl check. It acts as a Rillaboom check. It is just overall especially bulky and probably the only Pokemon on their team that really wants to take hits from like Kadabra and Alolan Raichu. Well, one of Alolan Raichu stab, I guess I should say. I think Darmanitan's going to show up. It's very fast and hits very hard. Well, it's pretty fast as far as the team goes and hits very hard. I think Stunfisk has to show up just so I do not just keep clicking Volt Switch or Thunderbolt over and over and over again. Roselia can also act as a good defensive pivot for both Rillaboom and Urshifu and Hitmonlee. And then I think Rotom Wash could come as well, just as an overall pivot. Nice defensive Pokemon that can toss off some Will-O-Wisps and stuff where we, where we might not appreciate them. So first Pokemon we're bringing on the team, we are bringing Saffron the Kadabra. She's rocking Life Orb, Magic Guard. The 4 moves we are rocking this week: Gravity, Zap Cannon, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. We have 4 EVs in HP, 252 in special attack, 252 in speed with a modest nature. With 252 in speed with the modest nature, we are outspeeding Rotom Wash and below. So Rotom Wash, Corviknight, Avalugg, Regidrago, Togetic, Stunfisk, Poliwrath, and Roselia. A lot of the team, and frankly, the members that we don't outspeed, we don't want to stay in on. So not too worried about that there. Psychic, as I've said before, goes really unguarded against my opponent's team. Psychic from the bottom up hits Roselia, hits Poliwrath, hits Stunfisk, hits Togetic, hits Regidrago, hits Linoon, hits Avalugg, hits Darmanitan, hits Rotom Wash. Corviknight resists and Alakazam resists. We've got Shadow Ball for the Alakazam. And then I don't get Thunderbolt, which is kind of weird to me. Like Kadabra doesn't get Thunderbolt or any electric moves other than Charge Beam. So I was like, Zap Cannon. I like Zap Cannon. 100% chance to paralyze the target. It's 50% accurate. How can we make that a little bit more accurate? Gravity is a move that for 5 turns removes all ground immunities and increases accuracy by an extra 0.67%. So that's if we're looking at fractions as opposed to 3 over 3 being 100% accuracy, and now turns into 5/3 accuracy, which then turns Zap Cannon from a 50% accurate move into an 83% accurate move. We're looking at something a little bit better than Fire Blast, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a look here. Fire Blast has 85. We're looking at right about Fire Blast accuracy for a Zap Cannon, which is huge. So the idea behind this is that I don't have a way to hit Corviknight if it shows up. It resists Psychic and everything else. A max specially defensive Corviknight is 2-hit KO'd by Zap Cannon. If I am man enough to go raw and click Zap Cannon, then I will do some big boy damage. If it is not max special defense, if it is by chance, let's say 100, even max HP 100 special defense, there's still a small chance to OHKO. If it's for whatever reason a defensive variant to help out with like Rillaboom, which it might be, Zap Cannon has a fantastic chance to KO. Let me just take a look here. If we do like max HP Corviknight, 103 to 122. So if we go for a gravity on the switch and then into Zap Cannon, boom. And then Psychic and Shadow Ball just do a tremendous amount of work to the rest of the team. Next Pokemon we're bringing Flowmaster, the Urshifu. We needed a Darmanitan check. So Urshifu is taking yet again a little bit more of a defensive stance this week. We're rocking leftovers with the Unseen Fist. We have Surging Strikes, Aura Sphere, Whirlpool, and Protect. 116 EVs in HP, 92 in attack, 252 in defense, 4 in special attack, 44 in speed with a lax nature. If Avalugg shows up for whatever reason, it is going to be insanely defensive and hard to break, and that thing's special defense is absolute garbage. I definitely think it could show up as a like Rocky Helmet user to take on Surging Strikes, to take on grass type moves from Rillaboom, things like that. Whirlpool does provide a little bit of a trapping effect. It provides a trapping effect on some of our opponent's Pokemon that we want to go for. We can go for a Protect, get a little bit of leftovers recovery back there, get a little bit of Whirlpool damage on them. Aura Sphere is a special fighting type move, which again is going to be doing good damage to the Avalugg itself. It also does hit the Linoon super effectively. And then Surging Strikes are just there. Surging Strikes do what they do best. They do, always resulting in a critical hit 3 times. It's what it is. Our special defense is not good at all by any means. So being able to trap some of those bulkier walls with Whirlpool, being able to protect them down and wear them down with Surging Strikes, especially if Darmanitan does not show up, that kind of gives Urshifu a little bit more of a play to do what it wants to do. Next Pokemon that we are bringing, like I said in the beginning of the team builder, we do need to bring a Choice Scarf user this week. We're bringing Pancake the Alolan Raichu. He's rocking Choice Scarf with the Surge Surfer ability. We have Thunderbolt, Psychic, Surf, and Volt Switch. We have 252 EVs in special attack, 4 in special defense, 252 in speed with a modest nature. With 252 in speed with a modest nature, we are able to outspeed Darmanitan, Choice Scarf Darmanitan, and hit it super effectively with Surf. We can also hit the Stunfisk with Surf. And then quite frankly, once that goes down, there's not too much in the way of a Pokemon that resists both Thunderbolt and Psychic. If it resists one, it doesn't resist the other, which is fantastic. Next Pokemon we're bringing, we do need an Alakazam check on the team, and we also need a Regidrago check on the team. Enter Gloxinia the Grimmsnarl. He is rocking his leftovers with the Prankster ability. We have Rest, Sleep Talk, Dark Pulse, and Dazzling Gleam, 252 EVs in HP, 4 in special attack, 252 in special defense with a Calm Nature. There's no calcs that went into this other than making sure we can take every special hit that my opponent might throw at us. Because of Prankster, Rest and Sleep Talk are both boosted by that. So if by chance we do go for a Rest in front of Alakazam, Sleep Talk is a Prankster move, and we have a chance of moving before that and going for a Dark Pulse, which is fantastic. Other than that, Dazzling Gleam does hit. Dual Stab doesn't do too bad against my opponent this week. Dark Pulse for the Alakazam, for the Corviknight, for the Rotom, for the Darmanitan, Dual Stab for the Avalugg, Dazzling Gleam for the Regidrago, Dual Stab for Linoon. I'm sorry, Dual Stab also hits the Rotom Wash there. Dazzling Gleam for the Togetic, Dual Stab for the Stunfisk, Dazzling Gleam for the Poliwrath, and Dark Pulse for the Roselia. I don't think there's anything too crazy to say about there. We're bringing a new one this week. I'm excited for this one. We've got Erasmo the Hitmonlee. He's rocking his Black Belt with the Reckless ability. Knock off Rapid Spin, Sucker Punch, and High Jump Kick. 252 EVs in attack, 4 in special defense, 252 in speed with a Jolly Nature. With the 252 in speed and a Jolly Nature, we are hitting 152, which puts us 1 point above Fast Rotom Wash there. We are outsped by Darmanitan, but should my opponent get any sort of hazards up, we can Rapid Spin those, go for the speed boost, and then do a lot of damage. Not too many Pokemon either resist a High Jump Kick or a knockoff or both. There are a few Pokemon, like Togetic could be one, Roselia could again show up. I do think Roselia has a strong possibility of showing up there. Sucker Punch is great priority for something like Alakazam and a last-ditch effort to kind of knock that thing out. I don't think too many people are like in the heat of the moment or like Sucker Punch Hitmonlee, so that could be it. But other than that, because there's no ghost type, high jump kicks are just going. Those are boosted by Reckless by an extra 20%, and then our Black Belt by an additional 20%. So those 130 base power high jump kicks are looking really, really nice. Last Pokemon we're bringing Decay the Salazzle. She is rocking her Wise Glasses with the Corrosion ability. We have Toxic, Overheat, Sludge Wave, and Flamethrower, 12 EVs in HP, 252 in special attack, 244 in speed with a modest nature. With this spread, we are outspeeding Linoon by 1 point. Dual Stab does great this week. Flamethrower, Overheat specifically to help nuke the Corviknights. Toxic is nice just to throw off on my opponent's entire team. Overheat and Flamethrower both hit the Alakazam. Should we get into a point where if it doesn't outspeed us, which would be wild, Overheat and Flamethrower hitting the Corviknight, Sludge Wave for the Rotom for the Darmanitan, Fire moves for the Avalugg, Poison moves for the Regidrago, Dual Stab for Linoon, Sludge Wave for Togetic, Fire moves for Stunfisk. Poliwrath could show up. I have thought about Poliwrath as being a good check for both Urshifu and Salazzle if it does come. I think there's a few Pokemon, and it's going to be up to my opponent to figure out which combination of those defensive mons does best. And then our Fire moves to hit the Roselia. Tossing off Toxic will be nice, especially if we can start getting some trapping motion with Urshifu there with Whirlpool. Pairing that with Toxic can wear down some of those bulkier Pokemon to leave something like Hitmonlee, Kadabra, or Raichu to clean up there in the late game. So that is going to be the team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I'm going to cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to week number 9 of the BBR Battle Royale. My name is CBAD, coach of the Detroit Steelwings. We're taking on Davian and the Vegas Golden D-Nites. Hope you guys are excited. If you guys missed the team builder, you guys see the 6 that I'm bringing right below me, and you guys see the 6 that I expect my opponent to bring. Leave a like if you're excited. Subscribe if you're new. Otherwise, you're lame. Don't be lame. I'm going to cut to team preview, and we'll be right back. All right, so we got 5 out of 6 right, which is not bad. I did not expect the Darmanitan to not show up, quite frankly, but instead we do see Linoon, so that could be something. Looking at my opponent's team as far as speeds go, Alakazam and Linoon are the fastest on the team. Corviknight can be utility. Stunfisk and Roselia can provide a little bit more of a comfort zone for my opponents. If they do lead off with the Stunfisk here, because I am not necessarily worried about Darmanitan, I do want to lead off with Urshifu. Actually, if they're going to lead off with anything, wouldn't they lead off with Rotom? They'd probably lead off with Rotom, wouldn't they? Because I don't have my ground type. I did not bring Runerigus. Let's go on ahead and lock it in. I would expect my opponent to lead off with the Rotom Wash here, in any case. And if that's the case, they just get a free Volt Switch off, which isn't the best for us, so we got to find a Pokemon that wants to take that, and ideally that's going to be Grimmsnarl. Roselia's around, which is annoying. We may need to take a hit early on in order to kind of gain any sort of momentum here. Rotom Wash leads off with Washu. Okay. Okay, we can do that. We can do that. Let's go on ahead and let's protect and just kind of see what they want to go for here. Probably, like I said, probably a Volt Switch, maybe a Will-O-Wisp. I think playing offensively is going to give him the better upper foot, so to speak. So let's see what we got. A max HP or a max special attack Volt Switch has a chance to knock us out because Relaxed Nature. So let's, like I said, I wrote him with no Avalugg and with no Darmanitan. Urshifu's role becomes less critical. We do have the ability to hit Stunfisk super effectively, as well as toss off some good crit stuff. Oh, does go for the Will-O-Wisp. Okay. Okay. I don't really want to get burnt. I do not really want to get burnt here. I think I'm going to go out into Grimmsnarl to take this Will-O-Wisp. Here's a Volt Switch. Okay. Roselia could come in here. Roselia could definitely come in here as a pivot. We'll show off our leftovers as well. If Roselia comes in, I think my pivot is into Salazzle. But yeah, I think my pivot would be into Salazzle here, but let's see what he wants to do. Let's see what he wants to do here. Clockwork. Okay. Clockwork can come out. That's fine. Still a good. We do see that this is pressure and not unnerve or mirror armor. We can go into our Salazzle here as well. There might be a U-turn that comes off, but I've got no issue going right out into Salazzle here either. There's a U-turn. Okay, so there's a lot of turn momentum on this team. That's fine. That is fine by me. Grimmsnarl can take one hit and go for a rest in front of Alakazam if we need to switch in. So we know he's really focused on pivot momentum here. So very focused on pivoting here. We are able to take one from a Life Orb Alakazam. Oh, here's Washu again. Okay. Okay. Now, would they go for a Volt Switch? I do like this Pokemon here. Let's go back out into Grimmsnarl because I do want to click rest in front of something to stay at full health. We'll see if a Hydro Pump comes out. Here's a Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump's got some pretty good damage there. Okay. Hydro Pump has some pretty good damage. I'm just going to click Dark Pulse. I don't want to click rest immediately here. We can take a Volt Switch. Yep. We can take a Volt Switch. And then we can rest on the net following turn here, depending on what wants to come in. We'll also get an idea on what Corviknight's item is. There's Clockwork again. Okay. We'll get a Dark Pulse off. Can we see if there is a leftovers on this thing or if it is Helmet? That's some pretty good damage there. We don't see leftovers or we're faster. Okay. I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest because last time I went hard Salazzle, so I would expect maybe another U-turn if they're trying to keep that up. If they go for an Iron Head, we can take one. I would assume. Here's the U-turn. Okay. So we're at full. This kind of puts them in a position where they need to figure out how to best hit me. And because of our Sleep Talk, we're going to be able to get some good damage off on something. I still firmly believe if Roselia comes out, we go into the, what's it called? We would go out in a Salazzle. But I am just going to get a Sleep Talk off here. This is our first one. We get 2 of these. We get a rest, of course. Okay. Get it out of the way now. Get it out of the way now, please. I would like that out of the way now. A pivoting... Let me take a look here. Corviknight, like a pivoting Iron Head set. Here comes Clockwork again. Probably to click Iron Head in front of me. 57 to 68. I don't like that. I do not like that. So I will go right now out into Salazzle and try to pick up on some of this, try to Toxic something at the very least. Here's the Iron Head. Okay. Now I am just going to... Do I dare click Sludge Wave? I'm gonna click Sludge Wave. I'm gonna click Sludge Wave. Yeah, I'm gonna click Sludge Wave. I want to get some damage off. Goes out into flats. Okay. We do see leftovers on the Stunfisk here. I'm curious what our overheat is doing to this thing. Stunfisk. Overheat is not doing a lot. Okay. Overheat's not doing too much, and I have a Grimmsnarl here that is pretty healthy and can take a hit, especially defensively. Toxic would have been great. I did want to take a little bit more of a momentum here. There's Stealth Rock. Okay. I want to make a note that Stunfisk is like the primary switch to Salazzle here. And with rocks up, unfortunately, I'm not the world's biggest fan of switching around as freely, like back into Salazzle. They're actually going to stay in, so we'll get another idea of what their moves are. We're probably in a good spot to kind of 1v1 this, I'd assume. There's a Dark Pulse. Okay. Big boy damage. Yeah, that's something. That's something. Sludge Bomb. Okay. That's not stab, and that's... Ooh. That's some good damage there. That is some good damage there. I can take like one. Right? I can take one more of those. Let's go for another Dark Pulse here, because we've got Prankster Rest. There's another Sludge Bomb. Okay. Yep. Here to leftovers, then we can click Rest here and be in a better spot. Alternatively, I could switch out. No, I need to keep this thing healthy. I need to go for the Rest here. Let's go on ahead and get that up. I'll bring us back up to full. Sludge Bomb's doing about 70-ish. So I think after leftovers, we can I think we can win this 1v1 here, depending on rolls. And depending on if we get lucky with Dark Pulse flinches and how our Sleep Talks turn out. So it'll be a little bit of a game here, but, you know, I'll go for it. He withdraws. Okay, that's fine. That puts, that keeps Grimmsnarl a little bit healthier. If I can get a Dark Pulse right now, that would be great. Love a Dark Pulse right here, please. There's the rest. Okay. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. I don't want to take that Iron Head, so I will go out into... I will go right back out into Salazzle here. And I'm going to click Toxic to wear something down. Here's the Iron Head. Okay. Okay. Let's go on ahead. I think the Clockwork, I think this I think this thing needs to stay around here. Flamethrower. Flamethrower and a Stunfisk doing 32 to 38. That into Overheat might knock it out. Let's go for a Flamethrower here. The Stunfisk is the play of choice. Goes back out into flats. Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Okay. That's not looking too bad. I think we could drop an Overheat on this thing. Go on ahead and do that and put this thing down. Because that way Raichu can always come in and click Volt Switch. I do need to bring in Hitmonlee to spin these rocks away at some point. All right, there's the overheat. That should knock out Stunfisk. Okay, so Lazzle KO's Stunfisk. Good stuff. Now, what comes in to revenge me? Alakazam, probably. Alakazam probably comes in. Linoon could come in and like E-speed me. Patty kills. Here it comes. Here it comes, baby. All right, there's the Alakazam. I've got a whole Grimmsnarl right here. Yeah, I've got a whole Grimmsnarl right here that is made to take this thing on. Let's switch out into that. Take a little bit of rocks. There's the Shadow Ball we do see there. Okay. Not doing too much. Not doing too much. I am going to burn. We've already burnt one, so let me go for a second one. Let me go for another sleep talk here. We did not see a Dazzling Gleam come off. We saw Shadow Ball just right out the gate. So Raichu could have been the expectation there. Withdraws. Probably goes back out into Corviknight. Here's the Corviknight. Okay. Let's get a Dark Pulse. Give me a Dark Pulse. Give me a Dark Pulse. Dazzling Gleam. Oh, okay. Okay. Chip is chip. Chip is chip. I don't know if he'd go for the Iron Head here. So that was 2. That was 2. I can take 1. I'm gonna Dark Pulse here. On a Roost or on a U-turn? Here's the Roost. Okay. Okay. There's that. We get a little bit more leftovers. We can always take a hit from Alakazam from this range. I'm going to switch out now. The Iron Head is going to come in and hit. Let's go out into Urshifu here. Let's go out into Urshifu. Let's toss off some Surging Strikes. Even some Whirlpools, man. Even some Whirlpools. Let's go ahead and get that done. Here's the Iron Head. Okay, so we've seen U-turn, Iron Head, Roost. Maybe Flying Move for this. We will see here. I think Whirlpool is probably the best play overall. Just to get some trapping damage. And we'll see if there's a flying type move. I feel like Rotom Wash or Roselia would be the best switch into this thing. Would it not? The Surging Strikes might hurt right now, even through a Rocky Helmet. And there is no Pokemon on my opponent's side that appreciates any move that Raichu goes for. I can pretty much come in every time. Oh, we do not connect the Whirlpool, and we do see the Drill Peck here. We do see Drill Peck, which is a little unfortunate, but that is what that is. I think at this point, I do just want to click Surging Strikes. Especially since we are faster, to get as much damage off as I can. We'll probably see a Rocky Helmet here, I'd imagine. Yup, there it is. Okay, so it is Helmet. Okay, Corviknight is going to knock out Urshifu. Okay. I think, what could I do here? Could I go out into Hitmonlee and rapid spin these rocks away? I could. Let's go on to Raichu. Let's go on to Raichu. Let's Volt Switch. This will put us, now that Raichu's on the field, this will put us in a little bit of a better position here. I am just going to Volt Switch out. This is a modest Alolan Raichu. I should be able to Volt Switch to knock this thing out. Roselia might come in. Rotom Wash might come in. I think if Rotom Wash comes in, that's when I need to use that chip damage and go into Kadabra. May just sack the Corviknight as well now that her Shifu's not around, but we'll see. Withdraws. Okay, so we do get some good momentum out of this. Roselia? Rotom Wash. Okay. That is going to put us in like the 75% range. And then Rotom Wash. Max HP from High Jump Kick is looking pretty nice. Well, let's take a look here at Kadabra. Rotom Wash. Psychic is doing 63 to 74. Yep, let's go out into it. Let's go out into Hitmonlee here. Let's click High Jump Kick. We do see leftovers on the Rotom. I don't know if we've seen that yet. I don't show in my notes that we have seen that yet. So, yep, I'm just going to click High Jump Kick here. Oh, he's got the Protect. Oh man, that was his strat for Hitmonlee here. That's incredible. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, that's awesome stuff. That is awesome stuff. Now that he knows I'm going for a High Jump Kick, do I Rapid Spin here? Do I Rapid Spin on the Roselia coming in? Let's Rapid Spin. Let's Rapid Spin. I'm tired of these rocks. Let's Rapid Spin and then let's knock off that Eviolite there. There's the withdraw. Okay, so we are going to be able to get the hazards out of the way. Here comes Cosmos. Beat Roselia. And then Poison Point. We do not see that. Okay. If Roselia probably gets extra sensory, doesn't it? It does get extra sensory. Okay. So what I want to do here. What do I want to do here? Let's go out. Let's go hard Raichu. Let's go hard Raichu. I want to keep Hitmonlee around because Hitmonlee can still do some good damage to Rotom Wash. We'll probably see an extra sensory, Sludge Bomb, Grass Move, Leaf Storm. Okay. And misses. Okay. That is fine by me. Because what I'm going to do now is drop a Psychic. Do I drop a Psychic or do I Volt Switch out of here? Let's Psychic. Let's drop a Psychic here. We missed a Whirlpool earlier and there's a Leaf Storm miss, so I think we're eye for eye right now. Oh, big damage. That was not a crit. Leech Seed. Okay. Okay. Now, Corviknight would come in here? What would come in here? What would come in here? Another Psychic would knock this thing out. Let's go out into, let's go out into Salazzle here on the Corviknight. My opponent could double Leech Seed as well. I do like the Protect on Rotom now that we know the full set. And we know the full set on Corviknight too. Here comes the Washu. Now, a Sludge Wave on this thing could be pretty nice for some damage here. Toxic would go a long way. The Roselia might have Aromatherapy on it. Let's Sludge Wave so that way Kadabra, Raichu, or Hitmonlee have a better chance of dealing with this in the future. We'll get some good damage off there. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. We do snag a poison as well, so it ended up working out in our favor. Here comes a Volt Switch. That is going to knock us out. Rotom KOs. Salazzle. And we get to see what he switches out into, so not the end of the world. We've got a lot of damage on a lot of Pokemon. That Linoon in the back is still kind of scary. Ever so terrifying. Ever so terrifying. Especially now we don't have our Shifu either. Here comes Appa. Okay. Here comes Appa. Now, Grimmsnarl's awake. But I need to keep that in order to beat the... Would Kadabra die to 1 extreme speed? The answer to that is yes, I feel like. Linoon. Yeah, 1 extreme speed from Adamant would knock me out. So let's go out into Raichu here. Let's Volt Switch. Or let's even try to pop a berry if there is a berry on that. Let's do that. Thunderbolt, Psychic. Yeah, let's just Thunderbolt here. That'll pop any sort of a berry, which might give Sucker Punch, Hitmonlee, or Grimmsnarl a chance to do better. Thunderbolt doing 59 to 69. Here comes that, so we should pop whatever berry it is. There's that. There's the berry. Okay. Okay, there's the Eye Papa. There's Belly Drum. All right. All right. So what we do now, I think, is we pray. Sucker Punch with Hitmonlee is probably going to be our best bet. So what I do want to do is I think we switch out into Kadabra to sack this, because we now almost get E-Speed swept. Unless I can pull off a Sucker Punch with Hitmonlee. I don't know if Sucker Punch goes before Extreme Speed. I'm going to have to here. Let's go out into it and try it. Let's try it. I don't think it works. Yep, there it is. I think Linoon wins this. I think Linoon wins this. Linoon KOs Dabra. Linoon KOs Hitmonlee. I need to go out into Grimmsnarl here and hope I take 1. Do I rest first? No. No, I think I just have to 100% Dark Pulse here. And then if that's Sash Alakazam, I think I lose either way. We got to try something. Here comes the Extreme Speed. Take 1. Take 1, Grimmsnarl. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah! Nope, that's game. That is game. 100%. Maybe if we would have Volt Switched on the Belly Drum, we might have been able to do something, but I don't even know what we would have done in that point. I don't even know what we would have done there. We just need to lock out in a Thunderbolt and hope for a misclick. But I think Linoon sweeps me. There it is. There it is. That is going to unfortunately be... Is that 5-0? I just get worked? I think I just got worked. I got absolutely worked. I got 5-0. Congratulations to Davian. That was a great game. The Linoon set built like that. everything was put into place so Linoon could end up sweeping at the end. I didn't even like consider it to be that large of a threat when I was building. So hats off to you, sir. That was a great match. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Definitely go check out Davian's channel. Link is in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys have, show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to subscribe for more as well. We are week 10 coming next week for your faces. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang, and I'll talk to you all soon. Later.